last video got cut off, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna just delete that video yet. But I was currently in the elite, one more day of 100% XP boost, so why not, you know, put it to use. I've been trying to find this red quest here. I just cannot find it. I mean, I'm pretty much just waiting for the dungeon to load me in, find a game. Hopefully there's people on doing the dungeon. Seems like I realize a lot of people on here do the main quest instead of the dungeons to level up, but the dungeons, I mean, are definitely the fastest way. The only time you'll see me do the main quest is if I'm just like, you know what, this dungeon is starting to get boring, because I already did them all on my other character, and now it's just getting boring. And I think Solarian Skyguard and the one I'm trying to go to now will probably bore me after one or two. Now, you know, I'm trying to wow. I mean, Staleron's supposed to be right here. Where is he? Maybe he's on this. Like, that's not Staleron. I don't understand that one. Go to Anguish Phantasm. Alright. Yeah, my internet, it just might be my internet acting up a little bit tonight. I'm not sure why it is tonight, but no big deal. Just hopefully it doesn't mess with the game. I didn't really have problems on Fortnite, so it's a little weird how I get on this game and I'm starting to have issues now, but we'll figure it out. We'll see what happens. Alright. So thank everybody for tuning in. Have some fun gameplay here. Hopefully you enjoy. Just try and get him to. I'm trying to get him to 65. Trying to get him to max level here. With by tomorrow. I'm definitely not gonna do it tonight. Not sure how late I'll be on. I really can't wait for the Valkyrie to come here. Valkyrie, I mean, whatever, everybody calls her something different, but I didn't get to play her too much on PC. I have her. I mean, I started playing her a few days after she came out during the leveling event, and I just stopped playing. I mean, I'm just a lot more of a console guy than I am PC. I love my PC, but I love my PC for certain things. Like, I have a lot more friends on the PS4. I don't play with anybody on the PC. Nobody I know owns a PC, so it's like PC is my go-to solo console. Like, I'll probably, like, I believe I just got Far Cry 5 downloaded on there. I just haven't played it yet, which sucks. But I've been trying since my Elite runs out. I've just really been trying to work on this right now. I'll probably start playing that tomorrow once my Elite runs out at 4. I'll probably be back on here at about 7, 8 o'clock at night. I'm not sure. I don't believe I'm going to have any plans tomorrow. We'll have to see. We'll see what happens. Knowing me, I probably won't make it on Far Cry tomorrow either. You know, PS4 is just so much more casual than PC. You know, I gotta load my PC up, let everything get ready. There's so much to do on the PC, so much to prepare it, and then you don't really have anybody to talk. I mean, you know, PC is so much more of like it's like a solo console. You know, I love my PC, and I love playing games on it. But yeah, I save my PC for games like that, for MMOs that aren't on the PS4. You know, Black Desert Online, it's a great game. Just for some reason, I'm not really big into it. It's really hard for me to find an MMORPG that I like on console ever since I started playing something called Iris Online. It's gone now. There is a private server for it, which I played for a few years after the regular server went down. Called Nope. I don't really play RPGs on PC that much anymore. So yeah, I mean, most people will love Black Desert. I mean, I'll probably love it when it comes to console, to be honest with you. It's just being on PC just makes me want to play Iris, and I just put so many hours into Iris Online that it's just, there's none. I mean, there's stuff for me to do. It's just, it got boring after playing for 6-7 years, or any game. I think you play any game for 7 years, it's gonna be boring. But that's definitely my favorite RPG of all time, and it's just been hell for me trying to replace it. I've tried every RPG out there, you know, pretty much, and just nothing can replace it. I mean, I loved everything about it. You know, I loved just all the dungeons. I love the different difficulty dungeons. You can solo some of them, and then some you need to go harder. You need a party for. The classes are real fun to use. They're all unique and different. The skills are fun to use. They're flashy. There's AoEs. You know, there's so much stuff to the game that I love. In the regular version, what turned me off the most was the leveling. The leveling was just horrible. I don't think I ever hit max level in the regular version, and I played it for years. The leveling is very long in it. Now, I hit max level on the private server a lot. It's not easy to level up there, but it doesn't take too long, maybe a few weeks, a month. I don't remember 100%, but it's not bad. But yeah, the regular version is just, it bored me out leveling, trying to get to max level on there. I think I got one, maybe, I think I did get one, I think it was I'd say the Gladiator I got max level on. I'm just not 100% sure, but yeah. And I'm not a PvP guy. I completely hate PvP, but Iris Online has a pretty fun little battleground, but then I still didn't play it much. PvP just isn't my thing. But yeah, you know, Iris has so many cute costumes. It has so many classes, but not too many classes to where you're like sitting there for 2 hours trying to choose what class you're going to be. You know, pretty much you have your dual sword at the beginning of the game, You know, and then you become two different types of dual swords. You can be either more of a PvE or more of a PvP class. Like let's say for instance the Gladiator, and I know I'm doing a Terra stream and I'm sitting here talking about Iris Online, but it just came up. So you know, you have the two-handers. I don't remember the name of what they initially are, but pretty much you can turn them into either, I believe it's a Gladiator or a Berserker. The Gladiator has more health steal than the Berserker, while the Berserker, for instance, and I don't remember exactly what the names are or which one did which, but one had more crit while the other one had more health steal. I mean, there was a reason to make two, you know. There was definitely a reason to make two if you wanted that. All classes were great, you know, pretty balanced. I did always feel like dual swords were very underpowered, because it seemed like the Zerks, Gladiators, whatever, always had more health, more damage, more crit. They could pretty much do anything better than a dual sword, but I believe that was fixed. Dual sword definitely got balanced better, and it's definitely a great class now and there, but from what I know of. I haven't played it in a while, and I probably don't plan on going back, but yeah, if nobody's ever heard of it, nobody's ever checked it out, you guys can check it out. I mean, I don't know what the player base is on there anymore, because the original server's been gone. The private server, it's still up. I'm just not sure how populated it is. But yeah, I mean, Tera is probably the only RPG I've really been able to get into after quitting Iris. I just can't get into Black Desert. I just do not like Guild Wars 2. To me, Guild Wars 2 is just too plain. I'm into flashy skills like you see here, like hitting them with acid, flying in on them. That's just how I play. To me, those are games that are fun. Just flashiness. Skyforge was good. It's just I'm not the fan of having to take so long to unlock classes. I got kind of bored of that pretty quick. Neverwinter's good. There's just something about it that I don't really like, and I can't really put my hands on it. I think it's just not flashy enough for me, maybe. I don't know. Same thing as Black Desert Online. It's an amazing game. I just can't put my hands on why I don't like it. I don't know why. I just don't. Now, Guild Wars, the skills are boring. In my opinion. It's plain. Combat is plain, and combat is my #1 thing. I don't care about lore. I don't care about story. I died there. That sucks. Yeah, I'm not a story guy. I usually skip stories in every game I play. I was a fan of WildStar. I did like that game. But it did remind me a lot of Iris Online, and I mean, there's definitely a lot of differences. The combat's different, but you know, you have a little bit of flashy skills here. The graphics are similar, the skills are a little similar, but I do have a max level on WildStar. I just didn't play it after I hit the max level. So yeah, because I just can't seem to stick with an RPG for more than a few days or a week or so without just getting completely bored. It's like once you play that perfect RPG that you just find to be perfect, once you leave, it's just nothing's gonna entertain you anymore. Now, as for solo RPGs, I can still play solo RPGs easily, because they're completely different types of games. You know, I'd have to say one of my favorite solo RPGs would have to be it's a kind of tough choice. It's probably between Dragon's Dogma or Kingdoms of Amalur. Kingdoms of Amalur reminds me of It's more cartoony. It's not it's more, yeah, it's got the animated graphics to it. You know, it's got the fantasy graphics to it. It's bright, it's colorful, the skills are arcadey, the skills are flashy, and you just wreck everything. You can combo your powers to just do crazy skills and damage. And to me that's just super fun. While on the other hand, Dragon's Dogma is a darker RPG. It's harder, takes more skill, but the challenge is fun. It's not too hard, but it's hard enough. The challenge is real fun. All the different weapons you have, like a magic bows, regular bows, all the different skills you can try out, leveling up each one. And the combat is just fun to me. Being able to jump on things, grapple them, stab them in the eyes, have to jump off, you know. All the mobs, all the bosses, everything is just super fun there to kill. And it's a very good experience. The world is fun to interact with. Everywhere you go, you can be surprised by enemies. So I'd say it's between them two. Two completely different style games. But they both have the elements I really like, which is extremely fun combat. And some flashy skills. And most importantly, a lot of enemies. That's one reason why I do not enjoy Skyrim. Skyrim seems to be a lot. I've played it, I tried to get into it, I put about 30 hours into it. I can't do it. There's so much walking, there's not that many enemies. It's definitely more of an adventure RPG to me. And I like games like this, and like Dragon's Dogma, and like Kingdoms of Amalur, where there's tons of enemies everywhere you go. And that's just how it's always been for me. And weirdly, I really enjoyed Bloodborne for the PS4. I didn't think I'd be into that type of game because I get frustrated easily, but it was a very good game. I really sunk in hours on there, beat the game. It was a very good game if you're really into the difficulty aspects of games. You can't just go in there full on hell swinging like in these games, you know. It's a way different style RPG. Like Dark Souls, and Dark Souls I'm not into. I tried it, I'm not into it, which is why I didn't think I'd be into Bloodborne. But I am, so. I don't like how he's trying to run forward and he can't, so he somehow steps on me behind him. To me, that's stupid. He's trying to run forward and he's stopped in his place by the tank, so he somehow steps on the guy behind him. Look again, look. If anything, he should just not be able to move. He shouldn't be running. I mean, he's not running backwards, so why he step on me? This is. And if you look at it, I mean, it'll annoy you, but I mean, it is kind of realistic. If somebody's kicking their feet like that, they'll hit you from behind, so. I had a feeling it was going to do that too. Take this big boy down right here.
This is the third test. Can you overcome this?
I'm sure we can.
Do not disappoint me.
We ran through him pretty quick there. That was good. We're killing them pretty quick. That's good, cause yeah. You gotta love having a Mystic and a Lancer because they boost your damage pretty good, especially the Mystic with that double crit. Allows me to crit a lot. I'm doing a lot of damage there.
This is the final test.
Well, I guess everybody else didn't know to go there other than us three to teleport to the dragon with the key you get. But I mean, it's cool. It's no big deal, I guess. I pretty much wasted my key. Could have sold it for like 1,500. I think it says it sells for, which is crazy. But I mean, hey. Yes, this is my luck in Tera, by the way. Look at that, 4 failures in a row. Save it. Oops, almost forgot.
paintings for the Federation. Helping others is a delight.
Ready to fight and win!
Looks like someone played a trick on you.
Slowly moving up. Alright.
Do not disappoint. is the first test. Can you overcome this? This is the second test. Can you overcome this? is the third test. Can you overcome this? Do not disappoint me. is the final test.